Well, it's
Well, hello and welcome everybody to the Alerts Fail Automate Instead. It doesn't have quite the ring to it as our original name had. We were advised to take it down. May I dare say it anyway at some point tonight, but you're here joined by PeakBot, the household name for automated trading. You're here to learn more about our easy to use trading strategies and how you can put my favorite line, a stock trader in your pocket, fully hands-free trading. We're going to cover it all here tonight. You're joined by myself, Dylan Del Rosso, co-founder of PeakBot, and my co-founder and co-host of tonight's webinar, Ben Colabella. Ben, what's going on, man?
not too much. Just another day of crazy trading. It's been a wild ride these past couple of weeks.
That's for sure. That's for sure. It has been an interesting few weeks. Bots have been busy, but bots know when to sit out. At least our bots do. So we're going to get into so much tonight. Ben, maybe you can pull up our slides and we can get right into it. What I would like to do while people join here for the next, call it 30 to 60 seconds, we're seeing some people pour in. Feel free, everyone, to use the chat feature. Throw your comments, questions, concerns all in there. We will be addressing them live when we have the time. Hopefully we answer some of your questions along the way, but don't be shy and come on in the chat and talk to us. We'll throw you up on screen. Awesome. Ben, we can get into this, man. Looks like people are joining.
Yeah,
what do you say? Shall I get started?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, again, welcome to PeakBot's webinar here, all about our automated trading strategies. Again, Dylan Del Rosso, co-founder of PeakBot. Ben and I founded this business over 6 years ago when we started automating trades for ourselves out of the need, just like everybody else has. I've been lucky enough to coach over 500 traders on managing automated portfolios. I myself have been a retail trader for over 10 years now. Of course, myself and Ben and most of our team trade all of our strategies every day. We'll get into a couple of those tonight. Ben and I do co-host the #1 and #2 ranked show on our fantastic broker partners hub, the Tradier Hub. We host our 2 shows there, Man and Machine and the Automation Station. So covering all things options trading and automation. Ben, I'll hand it off to you to give a brief intro yourself, and then we'll get into the good stuff.
Sounds good. And it looks like we've got some technical issues in the chat here. No sound.
Oh, no.
Check your computer. Can somebody else confirm if you can hear us?
Yeah, that would be great.
Please put that in the chat. I'm gonna ask, can others hear us?
That would be terrible.
That would be pretty bad. Okay. So
sound is fine.
Sounds good. All right, we're good. Well, quick intro on myself. I am the other co-founder of PeakBot along with Dylan, as he already mentioned, head of PeakBot's strategy development team, been a retail trader for over 13 years now. I built all of PeakBot's automated strategies. And as Dylan was saying, we kind of built PeakBot out of the need that we had working our full-time jobs at the time. Now, PeakBot is our full-time job. And even though our job is an automated trading company, we still don't have time to trade ourselves. So we heavily rely on our own product to place trades. And you'll see that as we go on throughout the webinar here. And yes, if you are available on Monday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Eastern or 12 p.m. Eastern on Fridays, join us, Man and Machine and the Automation Station. They are the #1 and #2 trading shows on the Tradier Hub. It's a lot of fun. There are a bunch of questions and giveaways and fun facts, and we put together trading ideas, so on and so forth. But Dylan, let's keep this train moving.
Let's do it, man. So you're here because you want to know why should you be automating. Maybe you know this by experience. Maybe you've learned the hard way. Maybe you haven't even dove into trading yet, but you know you probably don't want to do it by yourself. So why automate? One of the sad facts about retail trading for everyday people like us is that 90% or more, I'd like to think it's more, but 90% of traders fail. And when I say fail, I mean straight up bad, not even getting past go, losing money, trying to make money, losing. Okay. There's a pattern here and an obvious reason as to why retail traders fail in the stock market. Three primary reasons. A, lack of time. We're all busy, right? We're working our jobs. We might not live in the same country. We're all over the place. Time zones are all out of whack. Everybody's busy. Who has the time? Okay, unless you're a full-time trader, even then, it's hard to find time to make sound trades consistently. The other thing is a lack of strategy. The stock market is a very tricky game, especially nowadays. Very volatile market. Things can happen in a split second, and then all of a sudden, poof, it's gone. So the market is unpredictable. You need to be able to come with a strategy that is proven statistically, both live traded, back tested, with sound strategy. And that's not hard to come by, but professional algo providers and bot providers like ourselves and our team here at PeakBot, that's our job. Get strategies in your hand that are profitable and have risk defined. We love defining our risk defined strategies. So the last thing is discipline. Emotions get in the way. I mean, that's obvious, right? Fear and greed are a trader's worst nightmare, but almost inevitable, right? Even with automation, we're not going to sit here and tell you there's no emotion involved. You still got to pick the right bot at the right time and determine how much you want to trade. But a lot of the job is handled for you. So again, in review, the way PeakBot solves for all this is automated trade execution, okay? Fully hands-free. You set it up once and forget it, all right? Set it and forget it. You'll connect to your broker. We'll go over all of that as to what brokers we're integrated with. I'll just mention now Charles Schwab, Tasty Trade, and Tradeer, with a few other brokers on the way. So PeakBot is solving for this with hands-free trading, all right? While you're at work, busy, your bots are trading for you. Proven strategies. We're fully transparent about all of our bots, the details that go into the strategy, and also how they perform live for not only us, but all of our users as well. And we put your emotions on the sideline. Okay, we're benching it. We're saying we are not going to let you, the individual, get in your own way. We are going to let the bots stick to the plan. Okay, Ben, what is it? The statistic, I think 75% of all trades executed in the stock market, both in the US and I would assume a similar stat globally, are executed by an algorithm, right? Bots have been trading for Wall Street and institutional traders and hedge funds for decades. This is nothing new. But unfortunately, retail traders haven't had the access that the big pro traders have until the last few years. And PeakBot's really been able to find our edge and make it easy for you to use. So, Ben, why don't we keep things moving here? I'll hand it back off to you.
Awesome. So I'm going to give a brief overview, and then we're going to show what our promotional pricing is today. I know in the emails that you guys have been receiving, we were talking about a promotional price. So we'll show that, and we'll show it again at the end. But we just want to let you know what it's going to take in terms of financial commitment for you to get in on this. But before we get there, what is PeakBot? Well, you can think about PeakBot in two different ways. The first is fully automated trading bots that we provide to you. And as Dylan mentioned, we have a full-time team, quants, we have professional traders, we have consultants that all go into developing these trading strategies and algorithms so that way retail traders like yourself can have access to them and not have to have this crazy big infrastructure like hedge funds and Wall Street have had for the past couple of decades. So that's route number one. Route number two is we also automate pro traders' trades and allow you to copy those trades. So there's two different kind of prongs of our business. Tonight, we're going to be talking about our own bots. However, if you were interested in other pro traders and copying those trades, you can head over to peakbot.com/bot-shop. Maybe Dylan's going to put up a banner on that. Maybe not. Who knows? But we are the automation platform. We are securely integrated with U.S. brokers. And they work internationally as well. Tradier has a huge global presence. Tasty Trade has a huge global presence. And we know that Thinkorswim is the main broker in the United States. Since we've begun, we've traded over $2 billion worth of capital, over 5,000 traders automating on our platform. We've got 5 live automated strategies, and we do offer 7-day live support. And I see Dylan just put the minimum cash needed in the chat, $5,000. Yes, and we'll get into what exactly that would go into. But I want to go back to the 5+ automated strategies. They're not all the same strategies all at the same time. We do cycle through strategies, and any bot provider that's not doing it, I would strongly advise, I guess, not financial advice. We're not financial advisors, but beware. I would beware of those bot providers, because markets change, conditions change, bots need updating, and we're here to make those updates. So because you're here and you're spending the next 45 minutes or so with us, here's the deal. We are going to let you try out PeakBot for just $7 for the first 2 weeks. You can scan that QR code now to get started, or you can visit peakbot.com/trial7, and you can try PeakBot for just 2 weeks for $7. And we're going to talk about earning potential in that 2 week period in just a minute here. And then the subscription will renew at $199 per month. So I'll leave this up for 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to pass it back off to Dylan to start talking through some of our bots here. So scan that, and we're going to move on. Dylan.
All right.
Let's talk bots. Let's show the platform.
Perfect. Let's do it. So again, we'll go back to the pricing here at the end. We actually have an additional price if you want to save on annual. That's available as well. Good savings on our annual subscription. So hang tight for that. Live demo here. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to show you how simple it is to use PeakBot. All right. First thing you'll be doing is connecting your broker. Then all you need to do is select which automated strategy you want to utilize and set your budget. How many units of this do you want to trade? So that's it. Set and forget it. And when we say we collect premium, if you've seen that on a couple of these slides, maybe, hand up and we'll strip it back next time for people who are newer to trading, and specifically options trading. Collecting premium is basically us saying we are earning cash by placing these trades because we're selling options contracts. So we earn what's called a premium. I like to also call it rent. We're kind of getting paid to trade. I know it's a wild concept, but that is the side of the market that we're on here. And of course, there's risk like anything else. But Ben, I'm going to share my screen here now, and we're going to get into this. So Ben, you can see this, correct?
Correct.
All right, awesome. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, Ben, I'm going to get us out of here just so we can, everybody can see the screen. This is your PeakBot account. Okay. Now, I'm in one of my live accounts. I'll connect it to my broker here in just a second. Okay. Sorry, you know what, Ben? Give me 1 second. I'm going to shift screens on this just so my silly notifications don't keep coming up. So just give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Okay. Not that. Hold on. Ben, I'm so sorry.
That's right. If you guys sign on and you pay attention to us, or if you join our shows on Mondays and Fridays, you'll see that normal. This happens.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. All right, we're back. Okay, so PeakBot account, the first thing you're prompted to do when you sign in is to connect your broker. Okay, so again, as a reminder, we are integrated with Tradier, Tasty Trade, Charles Schwab, which is also Thinkorswim. Okay. And Public is a very new integration that's not actually fully built out yet. So the 3 that you're looking for is Tradier, Tasty Trade, and Schwab. If you have one of those 3 accounts, then you can trade our strategies. Of course, there's a few nuances. You do need the proper options level to trade our strategies. So we're looking for a little bit of options trading experience. So you have the ability to go in and trade credit spreads, which is the type of trades we're making. And you also need what's called a margin account. This is just meaning that it's not a cash account, and it gives you the ability to trade these credit spreads and clear your cash quickly. So once you come in here and you select which broker you want to integrate with, you go ahead and click integrate. You're then brought to your broker's login screen to enter your login credentials. Okay, very safe and secure integration. We're commercial developers with each of our brokers. Okay, so now you'll see here that this is an access request screen. Okay, where PeakBot is requesting access to your trader account to essentially just place these trade orders for you automatically while you're busy. Okay, so what that means is we're not executing the trade for you. We're simply sending the buy and sell signal for you. Okay, we're clicking there for you while you're sleeping or whatever. And our bot is going to send the order to your broker, and the broker then automatically within seconds, 2 seconds, placing your trade for you or executing that trade automatically.
Dylan, you might have cut out there for a second. I don't know if it was your internet or mine. I think.
Okay, I can try again. I can cut it back a little bit. I'll just step it back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, the screen is allowing PeakBot to do what we do. Place the trades for you, send it to your broker automatically, and you're getting your trade automatically executed within 2.5 seconds. Okay. So once you hit approve access here, you'll be brought back into your PeakBot account saying, thank you for connecting your broker. Let's get you set up on your first automation. So you continue here over to the home screen where you're going to see a lot of good information. Okay. So over here on the left-hand side, we have our automated portfolio. You'll notice that I don't have anything set up in this account at the moment, but I'll show you how easy it is to add a stock into your portfolio and start automatically trading for you. One thing that Ben mentioned earlier, you gain access. Right now, we just launched our 6th strategy. So there's a couple extra on here, just so you know. These are beta bots and some bots that we've since killed off, okay? Because if bots are not performing well, we will get rid of them, okay? We'll try to make some adjustments. If that's not working, we're going to get rid of them. And we're always launching new strategies. The ones we're going to focus on tonight are King AI and King AI Turbo, which I'm going to show you how to activate those right now. These are our hottest bots with the best performance with only a limited amount of cash needed. Okay, so we'll get more into the results in a second, but let's say we want to activate King AI. All we got to do is hit activate here. The bot will be populated already for you in this top window. Of course, you can switch that if you'd like. Now all we need to do is select what stock do we want to trade. Okay, what stock ticker are we looking to automate on this strategy? Good news. If you're sitting there saying, I don't know what stock to trade, no problem. Most of our strategies, I'll call it 90%, all right, all but one strategy, the stock is picked for you, all right? Most of our bots are trading SPX. For those of you who are not familiar, SPX is the S&P 500 index. This is call it the market, okay? This is not an individual stock like a Walmart or a Robinhood or anything else, Target, Netflix. This is the market, okay? So what we're doing here is we are, without getting too nerdy, we're selling an iron condor here. For those of you who have options trading experience, you might know what that means. If not, we'll educate you on that as you go through this process and sign up with us. But just know that it's all automated for you and the results are available. So you hit SPX. Now all you got to do is your budget. How many units do you want to trade? Now, you guys are probably seeing this budget of $10,000 and maybe panicking a little bit. We said it was 2,000. What are we talking about? The actual cash needed to trade 1 unit of this King AI strategy is $2,000. The rest of the cash here is a buffer, okay? Kind of a safety net, if you will. We love for you to have the cash behind you, just so when you take one loss, you're not out of cash and you can't even place the next trade, okay? So we'd love for you to have a runway and cash available to diversify across your portfolio with multiple strategies. So I'm going to show you how quick it is without me rambling through it, all right? We click activate. Our bot is selected. We select, oh no, how about that, Ben? Let me just refresh
your page.
So we click activate. King AI is here. We choose SPX. We set our budget for 1. I know I'm only using 2K. This is an automated trading disclaimer. We're very upfront and honest about this. Essentially, this is saying you are using a third-party tool to place trades for you and that you are ultimately responsible for any active position you are entering, which is the case. So no surprises there. I would encourage you to read it, but I won't waste your time on this webinar. So as you can see here, job is done. Automated portfolio, my budget's up to 10,000. I got King AI active for 1 unit here. Okay. Now, again, not using all of that cash. That's just there to protect yourself from losses when they do occur. Depending upon the broker you're integrated with, there's nothing else you need to do. All right. If you're on Tradie or Tasty Trade, you do not have to do anything else. You can trade King AI until you no longer exist. The bot will trade until you turn it off. All right. It's the same user experience for all of the other bots. Okay. If we wanted to do turbo mode, it's the same thing here. It happens to trade the same stock. If I wanted to remove the bot, all I need to do is click on active here. You have the ability to come in and pause the bot, which turns it off. It's not going to do anything. It won't buy or sell into or out of a position. Same thing if you click remove. Okay, this is just a reminder. Hey, if you're removing a bot, you're sending it home. It's no longer going to do anything for you. AKA, if you're in an active position in your brokerage account and you're sending the bot home by removing it or pausing it, you're now responsible for that position. That's all. Also, just don't remove it. I can't give you financial advice, but make it easier on yourself. Don't remove it while you're in an open position. And if you don't know if you're in an open position or not, just don't remove it. Not financial advice. You'll see that we have to be annoying about that. But anyway, Ben, it's that easy. Okay, connect your broker, activate your bot, and set it and forget it. Okay, there's a few other things to see here in the account, and then we'll get back to the slides. You can track your results. Okay, so you can see, if you want to see how King AI has been performing over the last year, you can come in and see that. All right, you'll see when the losses occur. You'll see the realized gain, okay, and how many trades were made in that time. Okay, so not only is that available to you, but every day we have live tracking result sheets. Okay, this is updated daily. Okay, whenever a trade is made on a certain strategy. Oh, there you go. Ben's working hard in the chat, in the comments.
I am. I'm trying to answer the questions as they come in.
Perfect. Yeah, we don't want to keep anybody longer than they need to be here. So great job, Ben. Thank you. Here's the results, okay? This is over 10 years of back-tested data, which back-tested data is great. It's good to use when building a strategy, but what you care about is live trades, and that's anything from green up here. So King AI, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, launched in September, so 6 months ago. All right, and here's all the results. We're going to dive into how awesome those are, but I wanted to show you that the results are available both stacked all time as well as day by day. And you'll notice a common theme here is our bots don't trade every day, right, Ben? We're not here to over trade. Our bots have very strict entry criteria, which we'll review in just a minute. So anyway, Ben, I think that covers the demo for the most part. There's a few other things and nuances that you can check out if you're going to get signed up, but Ben, you want to answer this question here?
Yeah, there's a couple questions I want to answer, and let's get the slides back up. Dylan, maybe you can pull my screen back up so we can start to show some of the slides that we're going to talk through. I'll just skip to the next one. So given the VIX constraints on King AI bot, what are other bots that trade more frequently? We do have a few other bots. I'd recommend that you go to peakbot.com/strategies, or if you just go to peakbot.com, you'll see at the top where we've got our bots section. You could go to our strategies and learn all about our bots, but there's the Ben bot that trades basically every day. There's Shorbo that trades almost every day. King AI, the whole King Condor suite, which you'll see there are 3 bots that are similarly named. Those will trade less frequently. But yes, there's quite a bit to choose from, and you'll be able to see all of the results for each of them. Real quick, I just want to get through what's on screen here. Guys, please keep throwing questions up there. How many contracts is one position? Depends on the strategy, depends on the bot. So for King AI, it's selling an Iron Condor. So one position is 4 contracts. One position is 4 contracts. And then what are the automated trades? Results of the automated trades. You can check out our results on peakbot.com/strategies. Or when you sign up, you'll be able to see the charts for each of them. That's what Dylan had up on the screen. I just realized we forgot part of Brian's question. Can we talk about the safe exit function on the bots? We're going to talk about King AI in depth, so we'll talk about it then. Other bots have certain stop losses built in. That type of detail is probably best found on the strategies page. If we have time, once we're done with this, we can talk through that in a little bit more detail if you want to hang around And then when bot averages 9% per month, is that 9% based on the 10K, or is that based on the 2K that it actually is used? That's actually based on the 10K. Yeah. This bot, maybe, Dylan, I hate to go back to your screen real quick, but pull up the King AI calendar and just show like the last couple of months of returns.
Sure. And this is for 1 unit. Okay. So here's King AI so far this month in March. Okay. A lot of not trading. Okay. But it's taken 5 trades. It's made $830 per unit. Now, again, remember, cash on cash. And this isn't what's on Ben's screen here. Okay. You're using $2,000. And we'll talk about why the number's 2,000. It's a $10 credit spread and you can be in 2 trades at one time. But we're going to, again, illustrate that. It's tough, Ben, because everybody's got different trading experiences in the room. So you try to cater to everybody. But $2,000 is what's being used. The bot, King AI, since it's launched 6 months ago, has made $4,150. So that's a 200% return, over 200% return in just the 6 months. Okay. Obviously, if you're putting that on 10K, it's a 41.5% return in that time. All right. So however you want to spin it, bots are crushing it. So Ben, I'll just click through the last few months here for King AI, and then turbo mode's been even better. But you'll see that like December was awesome, right? It's not bulletproof though. Okay, we had 2 losses in November, but look, that's beautiful to skate out only down $15. Okay, but I mean this thing's been pretty stellar. And the power is not in the wins, it's in how we're avoiding the losses. Mm-hmm. And I want to take the time, Ben, we told ourselves we were going to do this. I want to just take the time to mention these results are fantastic. Okay. These results are exciting. And yes, these results are real. Our results are based on the average fill from all of our users using the strategy. Okay. But they're not our only bots. All right. These returns are seriously, Ben, only requiring to use, if you have a proper amount of cash, a small percentage of your portfolio. All right. We've got bots that are built like Ben bot and the vertical wheel, which are built for a very strong, foundation of your portfolio that require more cash and have more conservative gains and lower drawdowns. But it's hard to ignore these bots when they're on such a tear. So Ben, if there's any other questions we should hit right now, let's do it. Otherwise, we can keep things.
Let's keep moving. I'm loving the questions. Let's kind of speed through this because I'm sure people could just read what's on screen. Okay. We don't need to talk through all of it because I know that we're already at a half hour here, so I don't want to keep people here all night.
Yep.
So I'm going to skip ahead. We just talked about the fantastic returns King AI has been seeing. This is what the strategy actually does. And I'm gonna skip ahead one more slide just to keep us moving here because this is the more detailed slide. Again, as we've been saying, actual cash needed $2,000. What this bot is doing is it is selling an iron condor and it's picking strikes between the 10 and 30 delta. The call side and the put side are independent of each other. We've built an AI machine learning model to help us determine, or help the bot determine, which strike is going to produce the best risk reward at a certain confidence level. So that AI ML model is choosing the strike prices, and it's also deciding whether we trade or not that particular day. There are other reasons to not trade, and those are the VIX parameters that you'll see at the bottom here. And there are scheduled economic events that we turn off for, such as FOMC. It is a 1DT trade, so it is pattern day trader friendly, and it trades around after 3 p.m., usually around 3:15. The bot will take a trade for you. But these are the high level stats right here. And of course, you could go to peakbot.com/King AI results, and that's where you can go ahead and get started. These are the volatility filters. Again, we're looking at VIX. The reason we use VIX is because that's a measure of fear and uncertainty in the market. I want to talk specifically and quickly about the overnight move. So if VIX gaps up overnight, we chose 45 cents, and that was after a series of many back tests. That's indicating that there is an increase in fear, an increase of uncertainty overnight. Therefore, the conditions to trade an iron condor might not be as suitable as we'd like them to be to win for this strategy. So that's just one of the features that are built into this bot. And of course, We're looking out for major economic events and political events. For example, if the bot has a news scanner, if the scanner picks up that President Trump is going to be talking about tariffs, for example, the bot's going to turn itself off. We don't want to trade through tariffs. As options sellers, especially trading iron condors, we don't benefit from major moves in the market. We want the market to stay right where it is, essentially. Very little movement, and that is best for us. So let's keep it moving, and I will type back answers in the chat while Dylan is going through what this trade actually looks like. You're muted, Dylan.
Oh, I gotta be bio Ben a pizza.
Did it again.
All right. So on screen here is a live trade example of King AI back in October. All right. So on screen, for those of you who are newer to trading and options trading specifically, we are earning $220 when we place this trade. That's why if you look up top, it's a $220 win. This is per unit. You can trade multiple units with our subscription, okay? So you can multiply these earnings, which is awesome. But it's a $220 win. That's what we're earning in credit. And if what we want to happen actually happens, we keep that full $220. Now, Ben kind of flew through this earlier, but this bot's winning at, no, he didn't. It was up on screen for a while. 91 to 92% win rate. Okay. So this is what 9 out of 10 trades look like. We enter a trade around 3:15 p.m. Eastern. And if the bot, if SPX settles in between our profit zone, which is lit up here on screen as in between this 2 price points, all right, then iron condor strategy, the structure of it is both a put credit spread and a call credit spread. So it forms a neutral range bound trade. We win if price finishes in between those 2 prices. And as you can see here with this example, we didn't even really have a scare. This was a nice, easy win. And the nice thing about this is outside of those purple lines, the sold call and the sold put that form this profit zone, is we have protection. All right. There's a bought call and a bought put that are serving as total max defined risk is $1,000 per trade minus what we earned in premium, which in this example was $220. So again, this is what 9 out of 10 trades look like. This was a nice premium. 220 is a little bit higher win than the average of about 180. Ben, go to the next screen and let's look at what I like to call a terrifying trade. Okay. This was just a week later after that last example. This is worst case scenario here, guys. And that's looks bad, sounds bad. This is great. Okay. Things can be way worse. All right. This is about the most you're going to lose on an individual trade with our King AI strategy. And here's what could happen. As you can see, our profit zone on screen there was eclipsed at around 11:30 a.m. this day. Right at 10:30, that first big red bar you see on the screen when things start to dip there. President Trump here in the U.S. announced 100% tariffs on China. Market wasn't ready for that, and it just fell out completely, okay? And we only have until about noon that day on screen. This day was nuts, all right? So, yeah, we lost collectively $885, okay? But it could have been way worse, all right? $1,000 minus the premium we collected, which in this case was $115. We lost the rest. Tip our caps and say we understand that it happens, and we missed a lot of other potential losses just because the bot knew not to enter. Okay, so trades like this are inevitable. This is why you need enough cash. Okay, this is why we like to say have 10K. All right, losing $885 on 10K doesn't hurt as bad as losing it on your last $2,000. Okay, so have enough cash to come in here and feel good about leaving these bots to do their job. Ben, what did I miss? Let's keep moving. So I think this is still me.
Yep.
So monthly returns since launch. Okay. It's been live for 6 months. All right. It has made $4,150 total. That's before fees. Okay. That's not including what you're paying per trade at your broker. And it's not including what you pay for PeakBot. That's just pure gains. Okay. In your trading account. The average return per unit since we launched is $691 a month. All right, cash on cash, that's a 34.5% return month to month here. And if we were to annualize this, meaning take what it's done for the first half of the year, and if it does this again for the next 6 months, we're going to be looking at a 415% annualized return, okay? Meaning we're taking $2,000 and we're turning it into 10,000 practically, okay? Maybe that math is a little steep, but 8,000, whatever. Point is, a lot of cash per unit, all right? But again, having that 10K really helps lean out the portfolio. All right, so that's King AI, Ben. Let's keep moving here, and then we will get into turbo mode.
Sounds good. Yeah, this is going to be fun to talk about. And real quick, are there stop losses for these situations? You could trade King Condor. King Condor does have stop losses built in. King AI and King AI Turbo do not have stop losses for a very specific reason. Yeah. I'll talk about that in just a second when we go over King AI Turbo. I answered the win rate question, and then Shivraj, just email us. I put the email in the chat there. I'm not seeing even the database, unfortunately. Would love to help you out, though. And then, okay, we'll get back to the questions. So King AI Turbo Mode is a derivative of King AI, and King AI was derived from King Condor. So we have this King suite of bots that we call it at PeakBot. King Condor is a 1DT Iron Condor. It does have stop losses. Now, we noticed when trading King Condor that a lot of times, a lot of trades were getting stopped out, and then price would return back within the body of the Iron Condor and would have actually won for that day. So we decided, hey, let's take stops off. Our stop is going to be the spread, right? $10 spread. So our loss, as Dylan demonstrated before, is going to be whatever that spread width is, less the amount of premium, the amount of credit collected on the trade. So that is effectively our stop loss. We want to stay in the trade. We want to stay in it. We want to give ourselves that chance to win. So that's why these don't have a traded stop loss. However, your protection is the spread. You will never, ever, ever lose more than the spread minus the credit earned on the trade. So what changed between King AI and King AI Turbo? Well, King AI was winning a lot, and it was collecting a good amount of premium, but we decided that we wanted to maybe spice it up a little bit, maybe collect a little bit more premium, maybe make our bot a little bit more aggressive. So it typically chooses a higher delta. For example, if King AI is trading the 10 delta, this might trade the 15 delta. Sometimes it trades the same delta. It is a machine learning model, so it does kind of have a mind of its own. But overall, we are definitely collecting more premium per trade. We are being more aggressive. There is a bit of a lower historical win rate, although since we launched it live, it actually has a higher win rate than King AI, which is ironic. And it still has those same VIX and event filters. So when do we like to use Turbo? We like to use Turbo after a loss because you are collecting more premium. Historically, there is a lower win rate. But when you look at recovering from a King AI loss, it takes about 3 to 4 trades on average for Turbo to recover from that loss, whereas it takes King AI about 6 to 7 trades to recover from that loss. That's how we like to use King AI Turbo. We like to go with the higher win rate probability first. Once that loses, we want to recover quickly. So we'll roll the dice a little bit and use King AI Turbo. Although I will say, Dylan, you are Turbo or die right now.
No.
Has that changed?
I just came back because it's too, I know I don't want to ruin it for the people. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about. Here's King AI's Turbo's results. All right. Ben, I'll just take over for half a second.
Yeah, take it.
The bot has only been live for 4 months, coming up on 4 months this week, 30 for 32. I've been saying lately, this thing is on skates. It is on fire. Okay. 93.7%. Higher than expected. Again, right, Ben? King AI is delivering right as what we expected from the back test. This one's even hotter than what's expected. It's made over $5,000 on your 2,000. Okay, I'm not saying it's, your account's not at 5 now. No, your account's at 7,000 if it was at 2. Okay, don't start with 2. That's a 253% return cash on cash. If you want to talk about the 10K budget, 50% return in 4 months. These are insane numbers. And again, yeah, I love me some Turbo mode, but I'm not. Look, see how we told you, emotions still could come into play here. When things are so good, it's easy to get greedy and stack up your whole portfolio on this, Ben. We know a lot of people like to do that. And guess what? It's hard to argue with them right now.
It is. Historically, the win rate on King AI Turbo is around 80%. I do believe that we will revert back to the mean. So if you are starting with PeakBot, I know this is probably bad of me to say since we want people to come and join us. Yeah, we're honest. Maybe wait for a loss to trade King AI Turbo, but King AI it's right where
it's waiting for you.
King AI is waiting for you. King AI is rocking and rolling.
Yeah. So, and I just wanted to show King AI Turbo when Ben was talking about loss of or rate of recovery here. It's super easy to see how quickly you're able to recover from a loss. Okay. Our last loss on this strategy was on January 19th. We lost $805. And then in 4 trades after that, the bot made $817. So in just 4 trades, you're back out of the hole from your loss. Whereas on King AI, still fantastic. Nobody's complaining about making up in 6 trades, okay, on a bot that wins 90% of the time. But we're just saying this was born out of, hey, boy, we're winning an awful lot on King AI. I wonder what else we could do if we just turned it up a notch. And, well, this is what we've got. So, yeah, Ben, I'll kick it back over to you here and
okay. Okay, cool. So let's keep moving here. These are the returns. This is the average net per month that you're returning for King AI Turbo. Cash on cash return, that's on the $2,000, is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, that could change very quickly with a loss. Annualized numbers, I don't even like showing this. I don't like saying this. I didn't want this slide up there. Dylan said we had to put it up here. But the numbers on here are absolutely insane. Again, budget of $10,000 is what we like to have because, again, when you lose, you're going to lose $800 or so, right? You're going to make it back, hopefully. But when you lose, if you start on a loss, it's not fun.
Yep. Ben, there. Oh yeah, show this trade again, and then let's hit some questions.
Yeah. So this trade, you can see kind of visually the difference between King AI and King AI Turbo. So these purple outer lines are the strike prices that King AI sold on this particular day. And then the blue lines, the blue inner lines, and hopefully nobody's colorblind here because there's these lines are very close in color. They are the strike prices are a little bit tighter. They're about $10 tighter. Actually, maybe I'm explaining this wrong, but it is an example of how these trades kind of turn out comparatively. So you give yourself a little bit smaller of a profit zone, but you are collecting more of a premium during this trade. And look at this. This was a nice trade. We entered right on the 315 bar on Monday, March 16th. Oh, is this just last week?
Yeah.
March 16th. Had a gap up overnight. Flirted with the sold call strike for a little bit. But then we kind of retreated back and kind of sputtered out for the rest of the day, finishing nicely in between our strike prices. And that means a win for us. That was a nice $320 win last week. And then I guess finally we can compare since each of these bots have been live, now King AI being live since September 17th and King AI Turbo since November 26th, the trades won versus trades taken, the overall win rates, the return, the cash on cash return, or sorry, it's the ROI on dollars, and then the cash on cash return percentage. You can see how these bots stack up against each other. There was a very interesting instance one day where King AI took a trade and King AI Turbo decided to not take a trade. And that particular day actually lost. So King AI users were sad. King AI Turbo users were happy. And we all moved on to King AI Turbo after that loss. So that way we could recover quicker.
But we weren't emotional about it, you know?
No, of course not. So and
let's get the people their price. We're going to answer some questions now, but let's
do that. Questions. Here's what you're hearing. Dylan, talk about this.
I'll do it.
And we'll get to the questions.
All right. So for those of you who are under the age of 40, take out your phone and scan this QR code. That's how you're going to get it. If you're over 40 and you can do it, then cheers to you. And I'm just messing around. All right. We have 2 options. Okay. The easy no-brainer is try our bots, all of our bots, okay? This is not just King AI and King AI Turbo. You're getting access to all 6 of our automated strategies. You can trade multiple units, which we're going to answer some of those questions in the chat. All right, but $7 to get started. Okay, there's no tricks or anything. It's just, hey, our bots are good. User experience is great. We know you're going to love this, and you will renew at your full price. Okay, our bots are $199 a month. That's for access to all of our strategies. If you break that down, it's about $20 per bot per month. Okay, so very good value here compared to other strategies out there, especially when they're performing like they do. $7, 2-week trial. Okay, and if you like it and you want to renew, you'll get renewed at full price. However, now, okay, or at any time, if you attended this webinar, we will honor this price for you. You can sign up annually and save, okay, significantly. It's $14.90 for the year. That turns out to be $124 a month and a couple pennies. All right, so you're saving $75 per month just by going to annual, because we're knocking $500 off the ticket price and we're locking it in for you every single year. So again, you can either grab the QR code, all right, pull up your camera, take a, pull it out. You don't even have to take a picture. It's going to grab a link, click on it and go. But if I'm having to explain that to you, you're not going to do it. So just go to peakbot.com/trial7. Okay, and you'll get started for $7. Okay, access to all of our bots. If you want to do the flash sale, take advantage and lock in $500 off this year and every year moving forward, then you'll go ahead and head on over to peakbot.com/flash-sale. That dash is so important. I can't even tell you.
Sale.
Flash dash sale, okay? Flash dash sale. I saw a question just come through right now. PeakBot is integrated with Charles Schwab, which is also Thinkorswim, Tasty Trade, and Tradier. Okay, we got more brokers coming. We're approved by Public, E-Trade. We have some futures brokers as well. But right now, those are the 3.
Let's take some questions now. I'm going to start from the top. I'll
fly through.
We'll fly through. Brian, I think I spoke to this when I was explaining Turbo versus King AI. If you have more questions, please pop it in the chat. We've got a question. How do you change the number of contracts in the trade after initial setup?
I could show
it. All you have to do really is just turn the bot off, take the contracts off, and then re-add the contracts with multiple, and then you're good to go. One thing that we did mention very briefly is the customer support. I'm actually going to pull up your screen just for this, Dylan. If you look at the bottom right of the screen here, that's customer support. That's going to reach out to our team, and you're going to get a very quick response there for any questions that you do have in terms of overall user experience. There is a demo video on site as well. Scroll down there, you can see there's Dylan. Dylan's going to walk you through the platform and all of the buttons that you have to click in order to go live. All right, let's keep going here. Wow. Yes, we say that every time the bot trades too. Very interested, but lost the video. Ryan, how can we help you? Can we send you links?
Shoot us an email. I'm going to put our email on screen, Ben. Experience@peakbot.com.
Yes, send us an email. Bryant, can I trade up to 2 units of King AI and King AI Turbo? Is it 2 total on King AI? It's 2 total between the 2. If you try it, you really like it, and you want more units, you'll email us and we'll get you some more units. How long has PeakBot been in business? Well, we started.
Oops, sorry.
Is that email not going to actually put that back up? I want to see if I can toggle. Is that going to? Okay, cool. Let's keep that. How long has PeakBot been in business?
6+ years.
Yeah, we started in 2020. We did 2 years of internal testing, and then we launched, and we've been on the go ever since. Can I make trades with both bots? Yes, you can. You can make trades with all of our bots at the same time. I've never traded options. How would I get approval? In that case, go over to Tasty Trade. They're typically really friendly to beginner options traders. Create an account with them. I think we've got a promotion with them, Dylan. I don't remember.
PeakBot.com/Tasty Trade, I think.
Is that the link? I think that's the link. PeakBot.com/Tasty Trade. They'll give you like $250 for setting up an account, something along. I don't remember it. I should know that.
Yeah.
Integrated brokers, Schwab, Thinkorswim, Tasty Trade, Tradeer. Does this bot trade margin accounts? Yes, if you're trading spreads, you have to be on margin to get those trades. So margin accounts are an absolute yes. Do you guys have a guidebook we can read about it? We have peakbot.com/strategies. Just go to our website under the bots tab. A lot of information there. We've got demo videos, so on and so forth. Can you start with trial then purchase annual subscription? Yes. Of course. I guess if you save that link,
we'll honor this price if you attended.
Yeah. If that link is down, just let us know. Just show us that. I mean, we'll be able to see your account that you subscribed for the $7 2-week trial. But yeah, save that link in that case. Are you the same as Maya the algo? We work with Nishant and trade with Maya. So yes, we kind of are the same. But that's a different platform, different subscription. That's a partner. Remember at the beginning of this when I said you could think of PeakBot in two different ways. We've got our own strategies and we automate with partners. They're part of the automating with partners. Just got in from work. Does this work on futures on NinjaTrader 8? Futures integration for NinjaTrader, Tradeovate, and Tradeer futures is coming next month. And well, we've started our live testing on that last week, and we will be testing through the month of April. So I'd say really commercially probably available early May. So not yet, but very soon. Are all the trades 0 DTE? No. King AI Turbo, King Condor, they're all 1 DTE. Benbot, Shorbo are 0 DTE, and then our wheel strategies, which we didn't talk much about, but are fantastic strategies. Our wheel bots are 4 DTE, sometimes 3 DTE. What's the cost for 5 contracts for 10? Depends what bot you're talking about. So the $199 a month fee is our baseline. You get access to everything. If you want specific additional contracts per bot, just contact us at it's experience@peakbot.com. I don't know. I just had a brain blip there. Thank you, Wilbur. Thank you for being here. And guys, I think we are past the 45-minute mark, but we're happy to stay here. Please keep asking questions. We'll keep these promotions on screen here. Dylan, is there anything else that we forgot to talk about that you think needs to be said?
Yes.
Say it.
I'm gonna show it. I'm in our King AI position right now.
Okay. That's great. Yep.
We entered a trade today at 3:15 p.m. Eastern, fully automated. All right, so this is my this is my Tradeer account. Okay, so we can see I earned $150 in premium. Okay, and we set up our Iron Condor here on SPX. I actually mapped this out here for us. So this is what the trade looks like. All right, so we're on 15-minute bars here. This vertical orange line is where we entered the trade at 3:15. Yeah, is it 3? Okay, it's this bar. 3:15 we entered here. All right. And in between these purple lines is our profit zone. All right. Now we want to get to the end of the day tomorrow. What's today, Ben?
The 24th.
Today's the 24th. So we want to get to the end of the day on the 25th. Okay. So right here. All right. And if we can stay in between our purple lines, okay, by the time we get here, I just moved it again, then we win. All right. So this is our profit zone in this area. I'm not going to draw on it because I'm no good. But this is our profit zone. All right. And if we expire in there, we take home another $150 per unit. All right. So it is that simple. I have it connected here. Okay. Well, I did when I had the time. I was giving you good people a demo. So I have it activated, entered my trade, and we'll see how it turns out. Ben, let's get this back up on screen here. Deltas. Ben, I don't know the deltas off the top of my head today. Do you?
Today, the bot traded the 10 delta. King AI traded 10 delta on both sides. King AI Turbo traded 10 delta on the put side, 15 delta on the call side. Excellent. So collected a little bit more premium. But overall, Desert Fox, the AI ML model is choosing the delta for King AI and King AI Turbo. It could be anywhere from the 10 to the 30 delta that's being traded that day. For our other strategies,
varies.
Yeah, it varies. So if you have a question about a specific strategy, just let us know.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Coming up
change
on the
music.
hour mark.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll do. I'll say this. Take a screenshot of what's on screen here. All right. It's good for you. If you have questions, you can email us at experience@peakbot.com or head on over to our website, peakbot.com. You can click on the bots tab to go see more details about our strategies and our results. Okay. Thank you, Desert Fox. And again, if you want to catch us live, we'll be live noon Eastern, Friday for our live show on the Tradier Hub. But take advantage of the $7 promo for 2 weeks or lock in $500 for the year if you're ready to rock and roll here. Take advantage of our team. We love giving great customer support. Okay, we're available. We pride ourselves on that. So there's no dumb questions. We want everybody here who has enough cash to come and have fun with our automated strategies. So thanks so much for tuning in. We'll hang back for just another minute or two in case anything comes in, but hit us on the chat support. We'll see you there. Thanks so much. We'll see you at the peak. Take care, everybody.